to the Spear of Adun. As long as its generators still function, I should be able to bring them online. Once the spear is fully activated, we must flee from this fallen world.
Cool. All right. So third mission, achievements, complete the thing, use 4 warp gates to warp in 5 units within 10 seconds. Huh? All right. And activate all power cells in less than 15 minutes. Okay, I don't know if I can get that because I haven't gotten it before. So new units, photon cannon. These are basically towers that you can build in your base that will automatically, shoot at stuff. Shield batteries, very, very useful throughout this mission and arguably every other mission, because shield batteries are going to really help you. Obviously replenish your shields and also keep your buildings around for much longer. So, without further ado, let's go.
The Spear of Adun lies dormant beneath the heart of the Conclave. I had hoped to raise it, to secure our victory against the Zerg. But now, it is our last hope for survival. Why do you flee from your salvation? Celestis. She has fallen under Amon's control. Karax, we have to bring the Spear of Adun online. The first power cell is activating, but the remaining 4 have been disabled by creep. I see. We have no choice but to clear them. What of our defenses? Unfortunately, they are without power. However, the Spear of Adun support systems can aid us. They will allow us to deploy pylons anywhere on the battlefield. We should deploy one here as soon as possible. These photon cannons can defend our Nexus Point hierarch. They require only a pylon to function. You can warp in a pylon using the Spear of Adun. Press the Deploy Pylon button at the top of your command screen.
So, this is a unique feature to the campaign. You won't get this in normal gameplay.
Cannons will now fire upon enemies within range. If they become damaged, the shield battery will restore their shielding. These defenses will indeed be vital to our evacuation, but our first priority must be to clear the power cells of creep.
Alright. So the Spear of Adun, this stuff up here, is very unique to this particular game, or the campaign. It's not something you get in normal gameplay, so but it is very useful once we get more abilities. So, and the ability to deploy a pylon is very, very good. I think you also get to
transform our gateways into warp gates. This allows us to warp in warriors to any area with pylon power.
So, like the guy was saying, so this is a very unique trick that you can use across, actually, unique trick you can use across the map. So you can basically put pylons anywhere along the map, and as long as they have a warp field, you can warp in units. So near here, there's already a hotkey for warp gates, which is W. So once you hit W, you already have you already selected your warp gate. So click anywhere where there's a field, and you can warp in units like so.
You must construct additional pylons. We are one with the shadows.
and it's a very, very useful feature. Because you can basically put, if you watch some pros, they'll put pylons like near the enemy's bases and then warp in units. That way they don't have to travel like across the map itself, and you can just it's basically a gateway to teleport your units like across the entire map, and it's very useful.
Circling bioforms on approach to our nexus. We must rally our defenses.
Ah, jeez. So one thing I recommend for this particular mission is to build a lot of cannons and a lot of batteries at your base, because that way you don't have to spend so much time keeping units at your base and making sure that they, you know.
Deployed pylon ability would be ideal for this. Of course, our probes can always warp in pylons as well.
Okay. All right. Anyways, so that way you can kind of keep your units out in the field without having them.
Our forces have discovered a warp gate. Now, we only need to construct a pylon to power it. Warp gate online. We can begin warping in warriors from it immediately, Hierarch.
So we have a lot of resources right now. So what I'm going to do is also build pylons in very strategic places so that we can get more buildings in here. And what I'm going to do is essentially, since we can warp units outside of since we can always warp units outside of, you know, the base, you don't even have to worry about. You can just arguably close off your base, and it won't matter because you can just warp in pylons outside, which is always a good feature to do. I feel like it's kind of a kind of a neat feature, because like before in StarCraft 1, what you would have to do is always to make sure that you don't block yourself in, because if you do, that means if you do, then you're pretty much stuck. Like you can only get aerial units out, and you can't get your normal units out. So that's a bit kind of a bummer. So you don't want to do that. All right. So first things first, when we come out here. So also, this is a forge, which is basically a place where you can upgrade your units. So one key feature for every game you play is to always upgrade your units. And the reason for that is because each upgrade really makes a significant difference in terms of
the second power cell is active. The spear's sensor array is reacting.
Man, they talk a lot.
Your people have finally found true unity.
Sensors online. Wait, what is this? Warp prisms approaching our nexus point. Stalkers, eliminate those warp prisms.
I'm here in the shadows.
Oh, they're coming in from the other way. Didn't see that one coming. So arguably, our base right now is pretty much protected, especially on normal difficulty. You're probably not going to need any more buildings to really protect your base. If you were on hard or even higher, you would need definitely a lot more buildings to protect your base. But then again, you would also be playing it slightly differently. But for the time being, we can just go with this for now. And so let's keep going on and getting this stuff.
Another pack of Zerglings is approaching our nexus from the south. Karax, I brought another warp gate online. Prepare it for immediate use.
I'm here in shadows.
So let's see how good our defense is. Pretty good, man. It barely did anything. Can't get us. So situations like that where you can possibly get bottlenecked on a bridge, that's where the blink command really comes into handy. And don't be afraid to move your units. Just like right click and tell them to move and get the heck out of there, so that they can actually get to an objective or something. Because otherwise you're just kind of...
Turns against you. Even the ground beneath your feet carries the seeds of my victory.
Yeah, otherwise you're just gonna get...
Nidus worms. Warriors, strike them down. We are not defeated yet.
We need... we're gonna need more units for this. Dang it. Like I said before, just build them back here. Tell them to go back to mining.
We stand unified.
State thy bidding.
We embrace the glory of battle.
Oh, I don't even have to. Ooh, these things already give off a presence. Nice. So a neat trick is always, if you have like a few buildings and one pylon, destroy the pylon and all the buildings that are connected to it will just go offline. So just FYI. Ah! Oh man, that guy almost died.
Well done, Hierarch. All of the abandoned warp gates are now under our control. but advise caution, Hierarch. You are approaching the Zerg's hive cluster. It will be heavily defended.
Do I look scared to you? Too bad it's so much creep, otherwise I would just warp in a pylon right into this sucker.
We're almost finished, Hierarch. The Spear of Adun is nearly online. Only one cell remains.
Alright, let's just finish this because I have more than enough units.
To the cycle of infinite madness has come. Cease your struggle against the salvation I bring.
Meh. Oh, you're gonna kill me.
Power transfer completed. The Spear of Adun is ready to depart. All first men free from anyone aboard face me. We must defeat this world if we are to survive. As you command.
My base! Alright, so I still didn't get that. Dang, man. How long was the game itself? 20 minutes. Holy nutcracker. Lost 11 units, killed a 171. It's all good. Alright then. So, a few takeaways. Build a lot of power batteries, shield batteries, because they really help out. And build cannons, because that way you can just keep your base protected. You don't have to worry about it. Every once in a while you have to worry about like Nidus canals and like warp prisms, but for the most part, you can just warp in units anywhere, so you don't have to worry about closing off your base itself. And as you see at the end, once you release all those warp things, all those buildings, then the game just ends. So, or like the mission ends. So, yeah. So we got a victory on Spear of Adun. So let's just keep going.
Entering suspension so that they may serve as this vessel's army. Though it pains me greatly, I have begun severing their nerve cords. The ship's lower decks contain a star forge capable of constructing weapons of war. There is much to learn about this vessel. Its technology is ancient, yet highly advanced. We are aboard a relic from a glorious time when our culture shined as a constellation.
The celestial array has been updated, Hierarch. From here, you may select our next point of travel. this vessel, we will avenge what has transpired, Karax, and we will free the Templar.